So a couple of things. I think that whatever, not whatever, but the actions that his parents took that are now documented, those are actions of his parents, and they are not, and nor should they be put upon his shoulders. Okay, they are, and they're always going to be part of the story. That's just the reality of the situation. And while he's a younger player, he's still old enough to recognize that that is life and welcome to life. Having said that, he is an incredible young talent that still hasn't come to fruition in terms of maximizing what he can be. I think these last two games, I don't think have convinced anybody that he is well on his way to doing that. But it doesn't mean that he can't. And I mentioned this on the last call. The criticism of his body language, I think, is I just don't think it gets us anywhere, because your body may react to certain situations in a completely different way than mine do. And I'm not saying that body language isn't an important thing, or it can't influence out there, but he is just kind of always going to look pissed off, dour, angry about whatever it is, just in the way that he looks. It doesn't mean that he is necessarily angry or pissed off. And so that body language is never going to help him. And you can tell him, but he's not going to ever change that. Ultimately, all I care about what his body's doing is doing good things for the U.S. And there are certainly things that he has done, and I think certainly things that he can do going in the future. Whoever is the next coach, I don't think is going to give two rats about what happened. It'll be just kind of part of the story. They will understand the history, and they will go on and say, look, can this player help me keep my job going forward? And I'll leave you with this. And I said this the other day on Twitter for those that follow. You would be I don't know if you'd be surprised, but I think you would be surprised as to what professional athletes are able to ignore and compartmentalize and rationalize when it comes to the behavior of their teammates and people within a team. Ultimately, it comes down to, does this guy help me win? I don't have to like you. I don't even have to respect you, but I have to believe that I am better with you on the field. And that, like I said, it's a beautiful ruthlessness that exists in professional sports, but ultimately I think it's what makes athletes great, is they are able to do that compartmentalization, even in the face of some crazy stuff that is going on.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.